Today turned out to be just a spectacular day weather-wise for being out on the GS. There's still some flowers in the area, and really the grass is still green. We've had plenty of rain. Temperatures in the 70s, just couldn't be nicer. Wearing the full leathers, you don't have to worry about that silly summer riding gear and everything. And as always, it's my goal in life is to keep this GS as clean and neat and running as well as it can. And we've got one big project coming up. We have new brake rotors. We're not going to do that today. We're going to head out on the open road. The painted rims from last year just couldn't have turned out better. The red is a perfect paint match, and thank you, Vlad, for that rear sprocket. The gearing now is just perfect for those 30-mile rides out on Route 80. I try to keep the chain clean. I try to keep everything just as organized and orderly as I possibly can. I try to keep it better than new. Let's be honest about it. And maybe it's working. I don't know. But anyway, and that colonite wax that Joe turned me on to. Now, Joe's been working on his GS. I hope the day is going to come, and I think it's his cousin that has a GS too. I think sooner or later we're going to get all of these GSs together and have a GS day. Boy, that'll be nice. And believe me, the gods do see everywhere. Well, it's that best time. I think the best time of the year. Fall is finally here. It's here in spades. We're sleeping with the windows open. The farm is coming to the end of its cycle of producing fruit. And the biggest thing, we get some incredible rides in the fall. Very soon, those leaves are going to start changing orange and red. It's great for photography. It's great for riding. And the only downside is every once in a while those leaves blow into the street and it makes the ride very interesting. I always think in the summer, it's a little bit uncomfortably hot. You got to get up early to get the ride. In the winter, you kind of wait out the day and you wait till 12 o'clock to go for a ride, and it shortens your ride. This is the best time of the year. And this is the time I look forward to pretty much all year long. And when this next 2 or 3 month season of riding is over, we're going to start all our winter projects, and we've got a list with about 9 things to do already. I think it's going to be the busiest winter ever. They'll all be on Windy Videos. Okay, come on, boys. Paul said he's going to come down and feed you by hand, but I don't see him here today, so we're going to go riding without him. To me, this bike is a classic beauty, and it'll never go out of style. I don't care how modern they make sport bikes look. To me, this is kind of like what a motorcycle should look like. Now, one of our next projects is going to be to get the brake discs installed. We got the brake discs, and thank you, Pokey. Always trying to make upgrades, keep our bikes running, and keep them looking as good as we possibly can. And even as fall approaches, we still have plenty of flowers blooming. We still have hungry fish, of course. And it has just been a wonderful summer to look back on. And we're not done with the tomatoes yet. In fact, she's going to have to come out here and get some of these red ones off. There's no end to it. It's been a great summer. Well, now that the weather's getting a little chillier, we have to feed the birds a little bit more. It's getting expensive feeding you guys. Another beautiful pond. I'm sure there's fish in there. Nice farmhouse in the back.
pretty cool. Everywhere we go, people are getting ready for these. Look at the size of this one out in front of this guy's house. I guess he's really into Halloween. I don't know. I'm really into Gs1100E. What a bike.
Oh, we still don't have a radar detector mount for this bike, and boy, I have struggled with the whole idea. Dallas has given me some ideas. Several of my friends have come up with ideas. We've got ideas within ideas within ideas, but we don't have the radar detector mount, and that limits a little bit of the fun, just a little.
Well, there's nothing quite as nice. Blue skies. Look at this, all there, cloud in the sky. We're up in farming country. Everything is beautiful up here. Roads are not crowded. It's just about the right temperature for wearing leathers. I don't know what could be better.
Now, the set of Michelin Commanders that I have on the bike now that I put on when I painted the rims, and they've got a half a season of riding on them now, and they are just wearing in beautifully. They are by far the best handling tires that I've had on this bike, by far. Michelin Commanders.
Well, what a beautiful sunny day this turned out to be. I just can't believe it. Just an absolutely beautiful day.
Now, as I'm thinking about it, this is truly one of the few things in my life that's worth more today than what I paid for it. And I was just talking to Joe Padula today about how much he paid for an 83, what I paid for the 82. I'll bet we easily could get double our money back now. I don't think that's unreasonable.
Probably some of the last flowers of spring. Hey, I see the skeleton over there. I guess he's getting ready for Halloween. It is definitely the beginning of fall. There's a sure sign that fall is in the air. Pumpkins everywhere. There's the biggest pumpkin of all right there.
Now, last year's project painting the GS wheels, I just thought When I started that project, it was really labor intensive. I was working on Joe Padula's fairings at the time. But now that I have them on the bike and I'm out riding it, every time I see it in the sun, so happy I did it.
I love these old barns up here. Oh, this farming country even smells nice up here. Really a beautiful place to ride.
Now, I love the fact that you can get 200 miles to a tank of gas and you don't have to fill up in the middle of a day like today when we're out there for about 4 hours. Cruising around, you don't even think about the gas. That's a real luxury.
I guess it's been a great year for duckweed. This whole pond is covered with duckweed. You can't even see the water.
Now, this is the bike I've owned since it was new. Of all the bikes I have, this is the one I've owned the longest that I bought new. And it has been truly a good friend every one of those years, every one of those rides. It's an unbelievably good friend.
I don't think we've had a nicer weather day all year. This has just been spectacular.
Now, the way I have the suspension set up, and you would think when the suspension got this old, it'd get sloppy and that. Nothing. It's just as smooth as glass. It's as comfortable to ride. It's absolutely great suspension on this bike. Wonderful. Now, like every day, unfortunately, they do come to an end. We do have other things to do back at the farm. Karen always has some things we need to do. And I've gotten my ride in for the day. It's great exercise. It's great mental exercise, too. Knowing all the things you have to be aware of.
Every time I get back from riding a GS, I just wonder, 1982 was a long time ago when he was a new bike. I don't know. I have no intention of selling it, but I do have a feeling he's worth more to collectors than what I paid for it. Anyway, hope you did enjoy the video. Restore those old bikes and keep riding the wheels off them. And thanks for watching.
Now, my interest in motorcycling really focuses around riding the bikes, riding more than anything else, and then doing this custom work and paint second. And it keeps me busy. The biggest thing for me is I get the exercise, 3-4 hours of exercise every day. It's very important to me because I hate going to the gym and I hate doing yard work and I hate mowing grass, but I love riding my motorcycles, all the ones in my collection. Anyway, I hope, again, you did enjoy the video. We got a lot of winter projects come up very soon, and we post something up every day. So if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.